Yo,
Here.
Geektastic Cypher. What's up, everybody?
Meow. What's up, y'all? Oh, with the Nike hat. What up?
We're all wearing Nike hats. Is
They
that
look
what
on the rip. No, I got my still you hat on and
New era.
new on. Look at that flex. Found about drip.
All right. That's dope. That's dope.
Drip.
I'm doing my best Drake music video impression with this Nike hat.
Oh boy.
Oh man, is that video so great? I could spend 10 minutes talking about that video.
Oh my lord.
It's pretty crazy.
It's
Actually,
the best Nike commercial I've ever seen.
Yeah. It's almost too good.
So good.
You know, like I'm so used to cars and girls, those kinds of videos. You know, like the people don't really like put so much effort into videos like this anymore.
Nah, Drake gives you one girl, his girl. Letting you niggas know, no, you're still not getting
girl
that.
du jour.
Yeah, girl du jour. And then his cameo. Drewski killed that. That guy, oh man, Drewski killed that. So good.
Who's that?
Drewski was the dude who popped in like, yo, what are you doing?
Yeah, that was that a dig at Kanye's breakdown?
I don't know.
But
I
it's almost
never
too.
thought of it that deep.
I mean, yeah, it definitely feels like it's him taking the what's it called, like
wind
buying
out of
it,
his
you know,
sails.
kind of making fun of himself a little bit, or like
he's
playing it, trolling people.
Yeah.
Right. The album's called Certified Lover Boy, so I think he's really like playing into that whole thing now with this album.
I bet that cover of that album will be a meme that was previously made of Drake himself.
No, there's already a cover.
Damn,
it was at
really?
the end of the video. Remember? Okay, did you see the video they did before this one with the UK guy? They had these they had these hoodies with this logo on it that looks like a bunch of sixes.
Yeah.
But it actually says CLB. So if you go to the end of this video, it's shaped in a way where it's like a bunch of sixes, but then the actual letters is CLB, Certified Lover. So there's actually it looks like that's the cover for it.
He's so good.
Yeah.
I'm so proud.
He dropped a hint of video before without us even realizing what it was. But people were asking, "Oh, those hoodies look sick. What are those?" But like you couldn't really see, you know. He's got a machine and that machine's working, bro.
Yeah, he's got the slight devil worship in there with the 666. My man's got the owl.
Hey, it's crazy. Yo, you're right. Hey, a lot of these what's it called? Masonic symbols.
I mean,
yeah.
He's praying to somebody.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, someone's answering his prayers. That's for sure.
For realsies, boy. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think my favorite thing about that video was probably the concept freaking Maybachs he has in that at the beginning.
Okay.
Those are crazy. They're two. He has these cars are not even made yet. They're concepts, and Drake has two of them. Like, come on, bro. He flexes differently. He's not flashy. I've noticed that he's not very flashy like most rappers, but like his flex, he has a plane. Like what rapper has a freaking whole massive jumbo Boeing 7 whatever he has there.
True.
Yeah. That was sick though. That was a sick video. That song is good too. Yo, shout out to Dirk.
Dirk killed that too.
Killed his short
his
12
very short, couldn't punch in and get something else after it verse. I like it.
Yeah. No, that was just solid. The way he came in.
Yep.
The things he said. Bring Drake to the hood. Surround Drake around Drake. I was like, what?
Yeah. I know. Okay.
Is Doc here? What's up? And what's up, Doc?
Brian.
Sorry, what'd you guys say?
Did you hear the song?
Yeah, I heard it. I didn't have anything positive to say, so I didn't say anything at all.
Wait, you don't have anything positive to say about him? What?
Not even I have nothing to say. I have nothing positive to say. He said.
This is the guy who wow.
Let's hear the negative.
It's not negative. I just, like you said, it's a Nike commercial. It's not a Drake song, so it's like okay.
But it is a Drake song. It's an evolved Drake song.
Yeah, I guess I'm just not down for the whole I mean, last week we had the conversation about WAP, and you said your whole thing was, is this the right time to be releasing a video talking about wet ass pussies? And then, is this the right time to be signing a deal and releasing a music video that's essentially just, hey, buy all this Nike during this horrible time? It's the same conversation. If we're going to say that about WAP, we got to say that about this video. It's the same thing.
This is the same guy who at the beginning of quarantine did a tour of his whole mansion.
Yeah.
in a song. So I mean,
but I'm
this
just
is the next step after that, don't you think?
Yeah,
Next logical step.
I'm just saying, like, if the idea of WAP is like, you know, because Skinny said it, I've heard other hip hop heads say it, I've had other people make the conversation like, is this the time for that type of song? I get okay. I just have my self stirring mug.
I'm drinking strong Patrick. Okay, so I was just flexing the Toby flex of bubbly. I got
that
Patrick.
Bublé.
Oh, sorry, Bublé.
Bublé.
I don't know who Patrick is, but apparently he's strong.
Strong Patrick.
That's what I got.
He's definitely Irish. 100%.
Yo.
But yeah,
no, I get your point though, Doc. It's true. It's kind of like
you're right.
But
You're right. You're
what would have made sense for you for a video like that?
But that's it. Like because
like that,
because of kind of the time we're in, there's not really anything you could have done that would have made that so it's that's why I said I don't have anything nice to say, so I'm not really gonna say anything. I'm not gonna.
I think it could have been a counter move, like, okay, let's get everybody to stop talking about WAP and talking about black women negatively. Here comes Drake commercial because y'all gonna make fun of me anyways.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the fact that Marshawn Wallace just like rams and knocks, like hits this dude straight to the ground.
Nigga, yes, that was so good.
Yeah, like that was hilarious.
He lost against when he was playing ball against
KD.
KD.
Yeah, KD killed him. Like no shots on him. It's great.
Like, you know, the video's fun, I guess, but
if
again,
you look at it like that, it's just a video of Drake making fun of himself.
The whole video.
It just reminds, like, the video just reminds me of an evolved version of when Jordan was doing the commercials for Spike Lee. Like, and like when Michael Jackson, because isn't Michael Jackson in one of the commercials?
Yeah, one of the Jordan commercials.
So, you know, that you had
Macaulay Culkin too.
Yeah, like you have one of those commercials / music videos / whatever the hell that was, like that whole thing, and then you like evolve 20 years later, more than 20, like 30 years later.
30 years, yeah.
And we're doing this. We're doing, you know, Drake doing what looks like a high school photo shoot with Lil Durk in a white suit and a throwback Raptors cap.
Have you seen those throwback NBA players?
Yes, I mean, that's what
and the pose he was doing was when LeBron was drafted.
And he wore the all white suit.
Come on, man! You can't hate on the video,
guys.
bro.
Well, you see why I didn't say anything? Because
well, we want the controversy. We need to be.
We can't be all these here.
I'll give you guys a controversy. Drake likes to surround himself by yes men who tell him this is a good idea, and I don't think this was the greatest idea. You're not Michael B. Jordan boxing in the pool. You're not a basketball star.
That was Muhammad Ali, though. That was Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, but like you're not.
Wait, did Michael B. Jordan do something similar?
I thought he did something similar in Creed. I could be wrong, but like
he might have.
When I watched the music video, I was just like, this is a kid who grew up admiring all these people and wanted so bad to be them, and now that he has money, he's essentially just made a music video so he could be all those people he looked up to, and that's cool.
I will do the same shit,
and that's cool. I'm not mad at it. I'm just saying, like, again, it comes down to like timing. Like, is this, you know, let me use my connections and wealth to finally get to do that like epic shout out music video to all the iconic images I've seen throughout my life and I've always wanted to be. And then
he gave me a video where he bought people a bunch of shit. Like, come on.
And then let me cry so I can show my soft side at the end, so that you see.
But he was definitely trolling, man. You got to see the humor in the video, bro. There's definitely a message he's trying to get across.
I do feel you in terms of timing.
Yeah.
But at the same timing, I think it was like a counter move / I don't know. I need to laugh a bit after all this crazy shit.
Again, I'm not mad at Drake wanting to laugh. Drake is the person who loves being a meme. He loves it. You don't think that,
dude? Every shot he did in his video was him hoping something becomes a meme.
Of course.
The pool when he comes out the pool.
Yeah, it turns his head.
God.
We're gonna be seeing so many baby memes. Oh my gosh!
You know how you have crying Jordan, you're gonna have laughing Drake, because you know that shot where he's like,
laugh?
I like saw. Yeah, I was like, okay, I get it. You're memeable. Your whole image is memeable. You joined up with Nike because they wanted an ad, and you know people are gonna talk about this, and everyone's happy, and there you go. I'm not mad at it. With you know,
Neither am I. It's TikTokable too.
Oh yeah, God, yes. It's a
Or you
fucking.
mean it's good to use on Reels?
Oh yeah, sorry,
Oh
Reels
yeah,
now.
that's true. That's
After
Reels.
hey, but we're in Canada though, so we'll still have
true.
TikTok.
Instagram
It's the U.S.
stays copy. Wait. What do you mean? You don't have? We have reels here, don't we?
We have Reels and TikTok. I just that in the States, the
They're gonna-
president is trying to block TikTok.
Oh, I see. That's still happening. I forgot about that.
I don't see how you can block an app because, like,
That's China moves. At that point, you're a dictator. Like you're
Yeah,
a
yeah.
communist. Yeah. Get
that's
outta here.
that's 100%. Like that's like I can say I 100% agree that is the most dictatorship. Actually, that's not the most dictatorship move he's done
Okay.
because the other one is removing the mailboxes. That's some dictator shit. Like,
That was wild,
All
yeah.
right. So if we're gonna do this,
See, and this is
have you
this is why
have you seen
I
the
was
movie The
saying the
Dictator?
fact that we transitioned from Drake and Nike to talking about how fucked. You see what I'm saying? Like this is
We're the Segway Kings. That's why, man.
that's why it's the juxtaposition of talking about Drake in a Nike commercial and then transitioning to how bad America is fucked because they're trying to ban apps
Oh.
and fuck up their election. Like that's messed up to me that we
That's
have that
jokes.
conversation.
Yo, can we play a scene from The Dictator without getting cut off? You think?
Play a clip.
Yeah.
Uh,
Share
I
it
don't
right
know.
now.
I don't know if they'll. If you want to send me the link and I'll try and play it.
Yeah, here I'll show you. It's the scene. So we were just talking about how like that's the most dictator move, and
Yeah.
it reminded me of a scene in The Dictator where I'll send it in the chat here while we're talking. You'll see it pop up.
I
Where
just
the dictator goes, I don't know why Americans don't like dictators, and then he starts to talk about what benefits dictators get, and everything he's listing is everything America's already doing. It's the funniest thing ever, bro. You never seen a dictator?
I've
haven't.
seen it. I've seen it.
Okay.
Oh damn! No, hold on. This is messing up the show because it's opening up over you guys.
Ooh.
Can you send it in the
Nice.
Facebook? Because this
Yeah,
I don't
I'll
want
send
to.
that right
Yeah,
now.
because I don't want to mess up the. It's already messed
We're
it
gonna
up.
watch The Dictator now on YouTube for free still or what?
Probably. Who knows?
There you go.
Oh no! Isn't it on Netflix?
Netflix, I think.
What's on Netflix? Dictator?
Dictator.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I scrolled past it at some point.
All right.
Upgrade is on Netflix. For
Yeah.
those who still haven't seen it yet, Upgrade is on Netflix, and I've seen it like 20 times now. I can't get enough. I don't know how they came up with this movie, and it just flew under the radar like this. It actually annoys me that it didn't make a lot of money.
Well,
Does
like,
that make sense?
weren't we saying that this movie is a better Venom? Isn't that what?
100%.
Yeah, that was the joke we were making.
legit. It's funny that they look similar, but
Yeah.
the actors that is. But yeah, dude, are we able to play it?
Hold on, I got it.
Okay.
Let's see if the clip plays.
See if the clip plays.
Do you want me to play the whole thing?
Heck yeah.
Okay. We'll preface this by saying to anyone that we are using this for review purposes only.
Yes, only review purposes.
But that's it. We are
love
because the commentary is that America is facing a possible dictatorship, and in doing so, we are seeing similarities between the things that are happening and a parody movie, a satire of dictatorship by Sacha Baron Cohen, who is known for doing these things. And I think it's fair that we would be able to play this clip to show how messed up it is. So we play this
Yes,
clip
sir.
now.
This constitution is nothing but a license for oil companies and foreign interests to destroy my beloved Wadiya. Wadiya will remain a dictatorship.
That's the best.
Woo!
Oh,
be
Manzukis?
quiet.
I didn't even
Why
notice.
are you guys so anti-dictators? Imagine if America was a dictatorship. You could let 1% of the people have all the nation's wealth. You could help your rich friends get richer by cutting their taxes and bailing them out when they gamble and lose. You could ignore the needs of the poor for healthcare and education. Your media would appear free, but would secretly be controlled by one person and his family. You could wiretap phones. You could torture foreign prisoners. You could have rigged elections. You could lie about why you go to war. You could fill your prisons with one particular racial group, and no one would complain. You could use the media to scare the people into supporting policies that are against their interests.
Oh my God.
I know this is hard for you Americans to imagine, but please try. I will tell you what democracy is. Democracy is the worst. And the talking.
All right, you can stop it now. You can stop it now. Yo,
Oh shit.
on point. Bro.
Yeah. Like that is.
Dude.
It's scary how accurate that is. It's like
That man's crazy.
15, 20
that
years.
scene, that scene, and you see the Americans in the crowd. They're like shocked that they're like almost acknowledging that. Wait a second.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
They're like dumbfounded by like,
Yeah.
oh, he's speaking truth to facts right here.
No, it's insane. It's insane that like it takes a comedy to really speak the truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why I like comedy, and that's why I don't appreciate censorship in comedy in most places. To be quite honest with you.
It's definitely difficult when you watch.
Have to talk about the things that are happening and actually finding the humor in the bad.
Oh wait, why is it playing again?
Still playing again.
Yeah, I closed it. That's weird.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's supposed to be an escape from the thing, like the reality, by pointing out the absurdity in reality.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
and if we're not able to freely express ourselves, mind you, there are better words to use in certain situations, I'm sure.
Yo, what is happening?
Close the window.
I did twice. This is a dictatorship.
Did I send you a bug?
No, man.
Send you a virus?
You sent a dictatorship. What did you do?
Just mute it. Just
No,
let it.
But that's it. I
get
can't
it,
because of how it's set up now. It would mute you guys, so I'm just gonna take a second and fix that.
Okay. All right, we'll wait a second.
And bailing them out when they gamble and
now this is frozen.
You could ignore
Thanks,
the needs
Toby.
of the poor
Thanks for sending me whatever
So we don't know the whole thing, man.
I literally
We
can't stop it right now.
Wow. That's a dictatorship.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna technical difficulties. Whoever's listening, I see Lee J out there. I see Devin. What up, Devin? Hey, Ms. Goodwin.
Hey.
Who else is here? All right.
We out in there.
They're the only ones commenting right now. Oh shoot! Someone said upgrade was pretty good, but was disappointed by Project Power. Oh,
whoa! Save.
That discussion's coming up in a bit.
Yeah, because Toby, you watched it, right?
Yep.
I figured that's what you were going to talk about today. So
that is what we are going to talk about.
Yeah, that's why I didn't add it. But yeah, okay. Sorry, I got the clip to stop playing.
Watch us start playing again.
I know.
No, I closed all the windows except for you guys. Because I was just
that sounds like a virus. It just plays in the background.
Damn YouTube virus.
But as I was saying, I mean, I miss comedy because I feel like I haven't really had a good comedy, like a comedy special in a while, because everyone's dropping these like.
I like
fluffy...
the Sam. Did you see the Sam J one though on Netflix?
Sam J, no.
Sam J, she's a comedian. She does a whole bit about her and her girlfriend at the airport. And it was so funny. She does this whole thing talking about how, like, you know, my girl's here carrying more bags than she has hands, and I'm just like, who are you doing this for? Like, I'm not chivalrous. I'm not a man. Don't expect me to carry your bags for you just because I wear briefs. Like, and it was like boxer briefs. It was jokes, dude. Like, I was like I was crying. I was laughing at some of these parts. Some of it she gets like. Some of it she goes hard, like Chappelle hard, like starts saying stuff that I'm like, ooh, you got to be careful with that. You can't just say that about people with autism. But it's like, okay, we're going there. So I would say people should check it out.
But you see, you didn't feel like it was out of place.
No, I thought it was a little weird because I was just like, it feels weird that you're ragging on someone with autism. But I understood the joke for a joke. Like,
and that's it.
Yeah, but it's hard though because
it is hard to skirt.
Yeah, man, because like you're shitting on someone with autism. It's like, yo, I mean, like.
But I think the difference between it's a fine line. I understand, 100% agree, it's a fine line. What I don't want is that you're cutting original ideas because people have to filter themselves 10 times over to get to a point.
Yeah.
Whereas before they were allowed to fail fast and go, oh crap, that didn't work. Sorry, my bad, guys. I'll come better next time. Now it's like one mistake, you're canceled.
Super canceled.
You know,
Yeah. But dude, also though, you can get to a point where you're so powerful you don't get canceled because, I mean, Chappelle brought Louis C.K. back onto his thing,
Yeah.
and I was just like, God damn, Chappelle, that's a
I
brave
wonder
move.
why, because this one was odd, right? He was definitely doing the things that
Yes, he admitted
he was
to
doing.
it. The people everyone admitted and acknowledged that he did inappropriate things.
Chappelle even said that was some weird shit.
Yes, but then
But he,
has him in a picture standing next to Michelle Wolf, and I'm thinking this whole time like, God damn, Michelle Wolf, is this who you want to be standing to right now in these pictures?
yeah, I wonder what went into that thought process, because I think about this right now. If one of us was doing that, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say which one of us. If one of us was doing that, and we needed the help to get back,
Skinny.
would you or would I extend you, or would you extend me that courtesy of like, hey, I've known you for years. I know this was a stupid ass thing you did.
Yeah.
Would I put my rep on the line for you? Would you
Yeah.
put your rep on the line for me?
I
It's
get
a tough one, no?
Yeah, I guess,
Mm.
but that's what I'm saying though. With Chappelle, because Chappelle is so powerful or so well recognized, and people acknowledge that like Chappelle doing what he does is just he's there for the commentary and to open discussions. Like the mandate for our
Yeah.
collective is to have open and honest conversations where you try and leave you try and leave stuff at the door and just try and have, as uncomfortable as it is, you try and have the conversation. Chappelle is the epitome of that. He tries to have the conversation. Yes, he makes jokes about it. Yes, he gets offensive. You know,
Yeah, but you can't cancel Chappelle. He canceled himself.
yeah, exactly. Like Chappelle
Yeah,
last
he
time
left.
was just like, yeah, he bounced. He's just like, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna leave. You guys don't.
So if you're gonna go into uproar again, all right, cool. I'll just go again.
Yeah, exactly.
They will be. Oh, people will be so sad if he leaves, and he knows that.
Exactly.
But hot
Yeah,
damn,
you're
man,
right.
that
Wow, is it possible that he solved?
cancel culture?
Yeah, just
Yeah,
leave.
yeah.
Fuck off.
just
All right.
cancel, cancel yourself the first time, and then that's it. You're fired.
Wow.
Cool, cancel me, and then what? Then what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Genius. Thus Africa.
Because if they cancel everybody, then there'll be nobody.
Yeah, that's the other
That's
thing.
crazy.
That's a whole other conversation about cancel culture.
Yeah.
God damn.
I don't know if we want to get into it.
No,
But
no,
it's,
not again.
No, not today.
Yeah, we've done it so many times. It's just so annoying.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, View the Right Thing. I watched 2 shows. I could talk about one super quick.
No.
Thumbs up or thumbs down.
Don't skip. I actually want to hear how Lovecraft.
Oh no, I'm going to talk about Quibi's Don't Look Deeper first because it's
okay.
Quibi's whole model is broken and it's not going to work. And the shows don't work. Dude, dividing these movies into episodic things for 7 minutes to 10 minutes, it doesn't work. I know I've said it before, but
Wait,
like
this is a movie?
No, it's Quibi.
well, this one is that's the thing, right? Quibi doesn't differentiate between movies and shows.
Uh-oh.
Like that Liam the Liam Hemsworth well, they do a little bit. The Liam Hemsworth thing that came out with Christopher Waltz, that's listed as having seasons, but when you look online, it says it's a movie.
What?
But movies don't have seasons, so that's why I'm like, I don't know where this is supposed to fit in. And then you have, Don't Look Deeper, which is done like a series, but feels just like a movie that's cut up. And that's it.
I wonder what their strategy planning was going into like what their platform would be like and how they would split things up and like who really thought this was the best idea in the world to have short clips. I get you're trying to catch quality content,
yeah,
but you didn't go out.
I think if the pandemic hadn't hit and people were in commutes, the novelty of watching, on my 25-minute commute, I can watch 4 episodes of this 7-minute, sitcom. Then it's like, okay, bong, let's do that. That's fine, But I think that fell apart when the pandemic hit, and now people are at home watching TV on their big TVs. You can't cast, you can't screen capture, you can't do anything with their app because the code locked it down, and people are just getting frustrated, and they're like, I'm not interested in this. So then you see what happens, and the subscription numbers don't reflect. I mean, we don't know the numbers; they haven't officially released anything. But one of the sites that does one of the some site that like does breakdowns and stuff like that did a survey and whatever, they came up with like only 72,000 people.
I haven't watched a thing, but
Sorry, Toby, you cut out and you just muted. You said I haven't watched a thing,
Yeah.
and then it cut out.
oh, I think you're delayed.
Me?
To be honest.
Oh, am I delayed again?
Okay, I think it might have regulated. Yeah, because you kind of were.
Don Cheadle, interesting. You know, if it was just a movie, I think that's the unfortunate part. I think they really did mess it up.
Or Devin, whoever's listening right now, can you guys hear him properly, or is he just cutting out for us? I like how we can ask people live.
It's great.
I'm pretty sure it should be okay because I can see on the Mixler.
Oh, man, this is amazing.
Is it? It's cutting out
Okay,
that
so
much.
it's okay on the stream. All right, so now you're back again. Now,
Oh, okay.
but it was before, yes.
Ah, damn. Okay, damn.
Yeah.
I
So I haven't seen any Quibi episodes or but you've told me that they are pretty much a whole episode just cut up in 3 or 4 depending on how long that episode is.
Yeah.
So but you talked about being on a commute and seeing like a 7-minute show and you feel like you've watched a whole show, but you haven't watched the whole show.
No, that's
because
true.
it's the same show cut up in 4 ways, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
So the idea, I just don't understand how Quibi is a thing. You know what I mean? Like it sounds like someone did a lot of coke and when it came to their mind. It just doesn't make any sense. 7-minute episodes. Trust me, it's gonna work. Ah!
That is
Oh
pretty
my
much
gosh.
what it is.
Amazing.
Every episode you watch feels like that. I mean, it's gonna fail. It's gonna fall apart.
Wow, that's a long delay.
Crazy delay.
Oh.
do we
I
fix
can
this?
hear you guys right now, though. I'm caught up. Like, you guys just...
You can hear us? You can hear us right now?
Yes, I can hear you right now.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's back.
Okay.
All right. So let's hop over Quibi's podcast and move on to HBO.
Yeah, Lovecraft. Did you watch?
I haven't seen it yet. I've been kind of.
Are you waiting
out.
for multiple episodes or something, or?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the vibe. I don't know.
But I kind of want to get a gist from you about how it went.
It was good. I thought it was well done. I mean, I like what's his name? I'm thinking 88 Carver, but that was his character on Law and Order: Criminal Intent. Courtney B. Vance. Courtney B. Vance as the uncle is dope. The dude from Last Man in San Francisco is great, and Junie Smollett, or whatever her that whole issue with that family. Journey. Yeah, sorry. Oh yeah, I remember because the first time I saw it, I couldn't tell the R and the N was not an M. But yeah, Journey's good. Her character's really fun. The relationship she has with her sister is interesting. The relationship her whole story with her family is done well. Like, for one episode to give us background on each character as much as they did, and to really set up what they're doing there seemed interesting. You know, the uncle is working on the guide, like, you know, the Negro travel guide for back in the 60s, or I think it's even further back, maybe the 50s. I'm trying to remember right now, but it's kind of like, as a black person, you can't go certain places. He goes to those places and then has a guide to let people know this is a safe place for black people. You find out that both his knees has been shattered because he went to one place and they beat him up. You know, the lead character's dad was upset that he joined the military because he felt like, why would you protect a country that doesn't give a fuck about you? And I thought, like, that's a sad story that continues into, you know, the Vietnam War and all that stuff. That whole thing about, like, all these, you know, same thing like Muhammad Ali said, like, why am I going to go over there and kill the Viet Cong, as he said, not trying to be racist, but why am I going over there and kill them when none of them have ever done anything to me? But here in my own country, I've been treated like less than. And, you know.
So wait, what's the category this show is in?
I would say it's horror, but it's historical with a horror leaning.
Okay, so it's based in quote unquote reality.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
it's set. It's like Stranger Things. It's set in the real world.
Okay.
And there's just things that happen that aren't explained yet. Like there's a car chase.
Supernatural things.
Yes. Like there's a car chase,
Whoa.
and then someone, like one of the cars cuts off another car, but doesn't.
On a road trip across the South, I'm assuming. I don't know what part of the country.
No,
it is,
actually, he's in
to
the
look for-
north
to look
because
for-
he's going to Massachusetts. At one point, he goes to
to
Devon
look for
County.
his dad.
Yeah.
And did they say how his dad went missing to begin with, or that's just where you're dropped in?
You're dropped in where he's looking. You're dropped in with him coming back from the service. He goes to see his aunt, his uncle, and his cousin, and he spends some time with them. And the uncle is going to continue his next trip for the guide to add or update the guide that he has. And then you see Journey's character shows up because she's been I don't know where, and she's coming back home to spend time with her sister. And then you find out that she missed her own mother's funeral. So there's like, and the siblings, like her brother and her sister, are both upset with her. So they're just like, yeah, I mean, I don't want to give away too much. I already gave away quite a bit.
That's great. And this is Jordan Peele and J.J. Abrams, right?
Yeah, Jordan Peele, J.J. Abrams, and then there's another person. I don't want to forget her name because if I'm not
Misha
mistaken,
Green.
yeah, because people were saying like she's, I think she was spearheading it.
Yeah. Her name's first on the.
Yeah.
What's that thing? A call sheet.
Yeah. So yeah, man. I mean, I think it's a dope show. I like seeing. We always say we want to see more Black culture represented. It is always hard when you have those conversations to say you want to see more Black representation, but then you realize any story set in the past is going to be hard to watch, and it was hard. Like
it's the same thing we always talk about with time travel movies, right,
Yeah.
Skinny? Where it's like when the Black guy goes back in time, whenever they don't touch on the racial aspects, like there's no
That's
way
too
he was
fake,
able
yeah.
to walk around the bar
Yeah.
without being
Nope.
confronted.
Yeah. But that's
Never.
like you guys. We talked about the show Timeless on NBC.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the thing. Like this show is definitely not shying away from it. Especially the fact that Lovecraft himself was a big ass racist. Like I didn't know homeboy. You know what? Pause. I'm not even gonna call this dude a homeboy. Fuck that dude. Because when I find out what kind of monster he is, and you find out what kind of bigot he is, it's just like a big F you to this. And the fact that they're using your name and have a Black story with Black leads, I hope and pray that you and every ancestor sees what's going on from whatever pit in hell you're in, and that this story makes you feel even smaller and smaller for being the type of racist you were. There you go.
It makes sense that he called it that, though.
Yeah, man.
Just to show you what Lovecraft's country really looked like.
Yeah. Shit. Good point. That's a fucking good point.
Yeah. But you just touched on something that kind of goes into Umbrella Academy, which is the fact that they're not shying away from racial tension back in the day.
True.
And Umbrella Academy has a ton of that in this season.
Yes, they do.
But you are recommending Lovecraft.
Yeah, I would say one episode in, definitely 100%. I tell people to check it out because I think it's going to be really interesting and really fun.
All right, cool, solid. I like that. Skins. So
I haven't finished it.
You haven't finished it. How many episodes in are you?
I'm on episode 6. Technically, I have to rewatch it because Danielle fell asleep. So 6.
What was the last thing that happened in episode 6?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
A light dinner.
A light dinner with Pops.
Yeah, they met up with Hargreaves.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Cool. Good.
So I know where to stop in terms of talking then.
Yeah.
But so before we came here today, you said you didn't like one thing specifically. Do you like the show this season, or do you not? First of
I
all,
like it much better.
Okay. So, but you said you didn't like a specific character.
I didn't say a specific character. I said I didn't like a specific story aspect of like a certain character arc for that character.
Okay. So you felt like, and the character we're talking about is Vanya.
Vanya,
which is played by Ellen Page.
Yeah.
Right.
And you felt like her sort of being trapped in a small town, meeting this random family who ran over with the car.
That's all fine. That's fine. Okay. And then Harland is fine. And everything with the troubled husband and the wife is fine. Right. And all that's good. Him gambling and that leading to that kind of like linking her to Luther. all fine.
Mm.
And then the night where they just kind of like oopsie daisies and kiss, and then they spend the night together. Stop it. Why'd you throw? Why?
So you're saying the relationship was not necessary to move the story forward?
Nope, not needed.
But how do you make her want to stay in that era and have a connection to something then? Because that was the whole thing. Vanya didn't feel connected to anyone in her family in the first season. And now in this season, you see her actually connecting with someone. Something like last season, you start connect with that dude who turned out to be manipulating. This season, she doesn't have her memories, so you're starting from scratch with her. And she's connecting with that family. And she's falling for that person and that whole family. So how do you make her want to stay?
I think I understand. I think I understand Skinny's point in the sense that like maybe you could have built up her connection more with the boy and make that be the reason why she wanted to stay more. Versus
I'm gonna stay in the 60s because of a kid. That's not mine.
Well, hold on.
Yeah, there has to be something else.
Yeah, you
waiting.
need
Okay,
love, man.
Wait,
sorry, I'll let Skinny.
guys.
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Brian, did you finish the show?
Yeah, I
we
finished
did.
it.
Okay, I have no idea that she wants to stay. What do you mean?
Oh,
fuck.
What are you fucking
shit.
saying?
Well, I mean, no, that's not a spoiler.
No.
You think they're gonna? You think the series ends with them staying in 1960s forever?
Yeah.
They time travel.
It's
It's a time travel show. I don't feel bad telling you. You're telling me when you watch that show, you expect the entire series to take place from the 1960s onwards? Come on, Skinny. Be honest.
No, what I'm saying is I'm not knowing that she wants to stay because, as far as I'm concerned, they're not wanting to stay. They're stuck.
Oh, okay. So that's okay. Yeah. It's not about her wanting to stay. I think it's about her with this new connection, not wanting to leave the connection behind. Whether that's the connection coming with her and wherever they're going, or the connection staying in the 60s. So it's not a spoiler in that sense. When
you could have done it with Harlan.
The kid?
But the kid's connection with her is more like
she's a nanny.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
Did you see the lake situation?
Of course, I saw the lake situation.
Okay,
right there. That's the connection. That's the reason to stay.
But you realize the reason that was important to her is because of her connection with the family and not just Harlan.
Yeah,
it's not just Harlan.
She saw how badly the husband. But here's the here's my issue.
Yes,
go ahead.
It's a connection with the family, not a connection with the wife. And not a jealousy over the husband. Because when she comes back and she's like, why? How could you sleep with him? And I'm just like, my nigga, that's her husband. And she's all angry and huffy and puffy. It's like, it's 1963. What do you want, Ellen Page? Stop.
It's true.
But she wants.
It's true.
Okay, but sorry. I'll let you go first, Toby, because you were about to say something.
I agree with that point. It's that like, what did you expect? You expected her to just up and leave her family behind just because you guys had a moment where she obviously, we're gonna call it what it is. She cheated.
Unless you're using the husband's anger over what might have happened or whatever to drive something against Vanya, I don't see the point of doing that.
Well, you're only 6 episodes in, so we can't say anything about that.
Yeah. All right, so there you go. That's why.
See, I didn't realize you were only 6 episodes in. I thought you would watch most of the show, so it all made sense. Like, yes, at episode 6, I guess it kind of seems weird to see that kind of play out and be like, why are you?
You could see the connection coming.
Yeah,
you
could see it. You could see it building to that quote unquote, for lack of a better word, climax.
Yeah,
but
they still could have used the jealousy between her bonding with Harlan more than the father and use that. No,
100%. So that's what I was gonna say. That's
her bonding with Harlan more than the father. The father doesn't care though.
Exactly why he would be jealous.
Wait, why would
he
the father
be jealous that some stranger came into their home and their son is opening up more to her than him, and maybe
the dad guys. Wait, hold on. I would like to point out you guys are holding 2020 standards of a man to 1960s. Men were not very emotional or private and connecting that way in the 60s.
That's the thing. He also wasn't home a lot.
Yeah.
And not because he had to work, because he was just rather be out at a strip club or rather be out drinking. So he definitely was neglecting his family.
Yeah,
which is why he left the space open for someone else to come in and steal what he already has. So unfortunately, that is the harsh reality of something
I don't think for a
second
homeboy would come home and see that his autistic kid that he doesn't seem to care about all that much is connecting with another woman and be like, that's not fair. It's just like he's probably thinking, all right, good, I can go to the bar more often, get you off my hands.
Exactly.
Like
say Harlan has like a breakthrough or he has powers or something, then they could have used that. And then, you know, like I know what you're saying, but you know what I'm saying.
I'll let you finish the season because I feel like it.
Yeah, because I was like,
like being at episode 6, it's hard for me to explain certain things and defend certain like decisions. But
did you notice anything in the lake scene though? When she rescued
Harlan?
Yeah.
I noticed that he was just under the water. I don't know how he got there like that.
Right?
No.
Yo, thank you. That's one thing that
I just get into the water and just drop. Like I don't.
Thank you.
He just sank like a rock.
But
yeah,
like,
boy.
how did wasn't he just ahead of her and then he's in like the middle of the lake? It's like, yo, what are you talking about? Did this kid jump with like super legs, like Jar Jar Binks style, leaps into the middle of the damn lake? Like, I was like, yo, get out of here with that.
But in that scene, she rescued him, brought him out. He practically was dead.
Yeah.
Right? And then she breathed new life into him, and you saw the effects of something.
Oh, so she gave him powers.
Going.
I don't know yet.
Potentially not. You don't know what it means. So when you say they have a connection, there might be something there. And maybe, and this is why I'm agreeing with you in the sense that maybe they could have used that connection, whatever that is,
right,
to keep her sort of involved within the family without the
I see the lines of "you freak, what did you do to my son?" coming then,
right?
You freak, what did you do with my wife? Like,
yeah, exactly. So I think it maybe could have gone a different way, but honestly, I'm not mad at the way it went down. And I only say that because I actually genuinely way like Vanya better this season than the last.
Yeah,
because
last season she seemed whiny.
Super whiny, super emo, super like everyone's telling her, hey, we all are here for you, want to talk, we love you, and she was just like, nah.
Yeah,
she just like was not having it. Whereas now that she doesn't remember who she is, all of a sudden she can control her powers. She knows when to use it, when to direct it, how to use it, except for I can't say that either.
Yeah, don't say it too much.
Dang.
But all this to say, you know, it's a fun show. People should check it out.
Why did they in that dance scene? I don't know why they did that.
The what? Sorry?
Dance scene.
The dance scene with her and Claus and Allison. Is her name is Allison?
Oh, yes.
When they got super drunk and they started dancing, why'd they do that to her?
Yeah, I feel like they just kind of wanted to make her more human because last season she was really just this emo kid, and then this season they're just like, let's make her more fun. So they like,
she was a downer last season.
Yeah, but that's like I mean, I don't know if Ellen Page was acting like that.
What?
No, man,
dude.
Oh my god!
Last season, if you said that, I would have been like, yeah, she kind of phoned it in a little bit in certain areas. But
no, I mean that dancing, like, you mean that's real? Like, she can actually be that bad? Like, that was weird.
Yeah, I'm sure that's real.
that was awkward to watch. And they did a lot of close-ups and slow-mos on her, and I was like, no, please.
That's so funny that I'm barely remembering this scene, and that stuck out to you as her being a bad actor.
It was just so not bad acting. It was just like
awkward acting.
Oh no!
More than that.
I like. I did like. So you've met all the other characters, right? So like, what's her name? The British girl that's with Diego
she
all the time.
Annoys me, boy.
You don't like her? Okay.
Not that I don't like her. I just really hope number 5 gets her because she's schemy and I just
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed her presence.
I like that character.
Yeah, me too. I like the fact that she was able to get into what's it called? Number 4. What's his number?
There's number 5. There's Diego.
Diego's number
2. Diego's number 2. Yeah.
Number 2, because he's right behind. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I like the fact that she was able to. He takes himself too seriously.
Right.
He was able to like get caught up in trying to prove that he's better than his father thought he was. He's always constantly trying to like beat his father's shadow. I liked his arc this season. I like Klaus's arc this season.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yes. Klaus and Ben have a good arc.
They did them good.
Yeah. What's her name? Had a pretty good arc too.
Say what?
Huh?
Why does he keep dissing Ben like that? Like,
Yeah,
he's
I
like
don't.
not acknowledging him. Like,
Yeah, I don't understand that either. I find that really weird.
It's because it's the guilt of feeling like he's the reason Ben was still there. So he
Yeah,
as
but why
much
are you
as he
lying to the
could-
siblings? Like, Ben's there.
Why
You're
you-
all there. Be together instead of hiding him. Like, they outright ask you, did he
Yeah.
make it? And he's like, nah. And Ben's just like, yo, motherfucker. Like, why are you hiding me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
but the
Ben
thing is,
here?
you're,
No,
you're
yeah.
dealing with a drug addict. You know,
Yeah.
You can't really expect any rationality out of them. So they made him as sporadic and spontaneous as possible. He doesn't care about anything but the moment.
True.
Nothing but the
Oh,
moment.
I almost spoiled
And,
something.
like, that-
Damn.
that-
Okay, good. I was just
Short-term-
about to say
That
something.
short-term gain.
I saved it.
You almost gave something.
Yeah,
I might have seen a glimmer of something, so you might not have spoiled too much. But yeah, I know. But in case
It's hard to remember. How many episodes in the
13,
season? 8,
isn't
right?
there?
Oh,
I don't
It's my
remember.
it's the season I like. At
Yes.
13, I like that shit. Y'all with the
Okay.
episode
Yeah,
bullshit.
that's a good number. 13 is a good number, and if you're gonna do 6 or 8, it better be full.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
when I'm watching it, I want to be like,
Okay, that's
that's a
cool.
complete story.
Yeah, exactly. British series.
Yes.
Right? Just anyone's gonna write a 6 to 8 episode series, just go watch some British shows and come
You know, we should just leave that to the Brits, man. Just let them do their series and just not mess with it.
Okay,
Yeah.
no, there's
Because we
10
try that
episodes.
stuff and it just doesn't work. And then
There's 10 episodes, not 13.
Oh, 10, okay, yeah.
But you still have
Still.
you've
10?
watched
Okay, my
episode
bad.
6?
I've watched episode 6,
Okay, so
and then I have 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's good. It gets better,
Did-
and you might change your mind about Vanya at some point.
Did
Let
you
us know.
guys
No, I like Vanya. I like how you can use her powers and they're not like crazy. Like
Yeah.
her powers make sense this season.
Yes.
It's just that
Yeah.
one part, and then her getting like super jealous. I was just like, okay, but chill. Like she's not your like.
She ain't wifey yet.
Yeah.
Does she remember anything outside of her name? Nothing, right?
Nah, they
No,
told her
yeah.
her name. They told her everything.
Did you guys like season 2 more than season 1?
Yes. So far, 100%.
Yeah,
yes.
okay, yes, me too. Okay, yeah.
100%.
Season 1 had to follow the book too much, and then kind of swayed away from it, and then whatever. So at least now I know they can continue, but I know the show is gonna stop at like season 5.
Yeah. I can't
So
spoil anything, but
yeah, I know. Even last time we talked about this a couple shows ago, someone brought up resurrecting and coming back as something
Yeah.
else. You know, the whole Hawkman, Hawkgirl.
yeah.
So yeah, just finish the season. Yeah, finish the season and we can talk about it some more. But it's really good. I think
Skinny
you'll
just
change
shaking his head.
you'll change your mind about the connection at some point, probably.
Skinny,
How
we're
far
trying.
did the comics go, Brian?
The comic Hotel
What'd you
Oblivion
say?
ends. Hotel Oblivion ends, which is not where the show
Okay.
is, but I think the show is going to skip Hotel Oblivion because the way Hotel Oblivion ends is similar to something that
Yeah.
is in the show.
I want to ask you a question though. What do you think of the dad in that era? What do you think of him and
he
this
was-
organization and their investigation into it? Like, what's your impressions of that?
I think
Based-
you're asking me or
based off
Skinny?
What you know. No, Skinny. Based off what you know so far, 6 episodes in.
Oh, the father? I don't think he's a bad guy. I think he's a bit of a dick, but I don't think he's a bad. Like, I don't think he's no worse than the way he was in the first season. I feel like he has good intentions with whatever he's doing.
Do you think they're right to accuse him of potentially being responsible for the event?
No, I think they're wrong.
Mm.
I think in stopping him, it's gonna cause the event, if not even more.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Am I the only one who wanted that scene where 5 shows up and there's that wicked ass battle? I wanted that to actually happen because that battle
Oh.
looks so badass.
Oh,
badass,
so
man.
well, okay. Did that not happen? That doesn't happen.
Well, it did happen though.
Well, it happened, but I mean, like, okay. So you wanted to see that scene with all of them going and good. Yeah.
He wanted to see more of that. Like
Yeah.
a bigger battle versus like seeing each one do one move.
Yeah.
That's what the show
Yeah.
should be. But I feel like it's
Yeah.
gonna get there in its last season.
That's some like dope superhero shit.
Super
Yeah,
cool
that was
superhero
cool.
shit. especially for like not unknown superheroes, but not like your standards.
Yeah.
Yo,
you know what it
I don't know, man. That power is
super cool.
But you know what it made me think of? Remember when they did that scene? Is it Justice League, where they show that battle, that like throwback battle that has the Green Lanterns? Yeah.
It was it's like one shot or whatever. It's just like continuous.
Yeah.
Where they're all in this Age of Ultron. You know what this is? Okay, actually, here, this is gonna blow your minds. You know what that scene was in Umbrella Academy? That scene is what Heroes should have been, but never fucking got.
Oh, good point.
Damn.
Good point.
That's what that is. That's 100%. Why we were all like, yo, that's wicked, because that's exactly what Hero and whatever and Peter and all them, that's what it should have been, and then it just writer's strike.
Man, that show breaks my heart, man. Every time someone brings that
up,
it
breaks my heart every time.
It's like the potential. It just broke. It's just like, and now I can't even think of a reboot because they brought a reboot and made the reboot made even hotter garbage. No, it wasn't, man.
No, I didn't like it. You liked this game?
I didn't like it at all.
I liked it, and I actually didn't watch the last episode, but I liked it where towards the build up.
Oh shit! Okay, I really didn't like it.
I liked the whole.
I think people watched it.
I liked it.
Yeah, I think people watched it for the nostalgia and just to see if it was gonna come back in some way and get the same feeling. But no, man, that whole first of all, the trailers before the show premiered.
Yeah.
All the like interviews, all the save the cheerleader, save the world, and all these scenes of her, dude. So much potential.
Yeah.
Oh, it hurts.
That was one of the best marketing for a TV show.
It was.
I'll give them that. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, Heroes.
Hiro Nakamura is doing freaking the Meg now and shit, you know? He's,
yeah, man, he gets bit roles. He doesn't get big roles.
Doesn't get big. That was it. That was the Heroes was like his chance to like because the show didn't go anywhere past 2 seasons, he kind of just lost that steam. He was one of the sickest characters.
Yeah, he was.
What about his boy? Who is his boy in the show?
Yeah, I was gonna say his boys moved on to be like fake triad boss and stuff.
Detention?
I don't remember.
Yeah,
the dude. Yeah, he had like electrical power.
No, that's a different character. Ando.
Ando.
Yeah.
Ando
Masashi.
They need to cast Ando as Sunfire.
Ooh. Okay. I'm not mad at that. I am not mad at that. Ando.
Shiro needs to be somebody too in the Marvel Universe, but Ando needs to be Sunfire. He looks like Shiro. He could be,
I'm writing that down. Man, when are we ever gonna get the X, the mutants? What are we? Yeah.
August 26th? Wasn't that the date I saw last?
Oh no, that doesn't count. That's not connected.
Wait, the New Mutants film.
Yeah, it's
August
coming
26th.
Out, but it's actually not connected to the MCU.
I wanted to point this out to you guys. Do you guys notice that Lockheed is in that movie?
And New Mutants?
Yeah.
Really?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, the scene where she's facing off against Demon Bear, and you see
lightsaber.
Yeah, you see her with her lightsaber, and she's like, "Hey, Demon Bear," and then like he turns to her. She's a mini thing, and you see something fly off her shoulder and like fly away. That's Lockheed. It's supposed to be Lockheed.
Okay.
Which I'm happy about.
I mean,
that's a type of X-Men.
At this point, I feel like I don't know, man.
They're gonna use the New Mutants, or they're gonna do something like.
Wait, why isn't it coming out on Disney Plus?
Oh, that's a contract. There's a contractual line in the film that it has to get a theatrical release. I don't know why. I don't know if it's 3 weeks. I don't know if
it can't be the full 3 months. It can't be the full 3 months.
Theaters are open, right?
Yeah, they are. Tickets for Tenet are on sale.
Jesus.
Yeah, you can go.
How are the theaters gonna like? What's the?
So I don't know if you guys saw what I posted the other day, but
no.
Do you want to talk about Project Power first, and we add this to Geek News?
Let's go.
I think we should just go with the conversation, and then we can talk about Project Power after, maybe.
Tenet is they essentially are trying to get people to sign, or I mean, they're forcing them to sign this kind of contract that if they take the movie, they get 63% of the box office. They have to make people watch. They have to make people wear masks at the screenings. Premiere night has to be after 5 p.m. There's like a whole bunch of rules, and essentially they're trying to protect themselves because, and this is what I was saying, if tenants get linked to an outbreak of COVID, it's gonna be a bad look for them. And even though
So
it
they're
won't be
asking
their
for
fault,
63%.
yeah, I think they're just trying to like take the money and run because I think they know the theaters won't stay open for long, and they'll get their the payout, and then that's it.
63%.
Yeah, which is like one of the higher ends that movies have ever asked for. But that's because the demand is so high that they can ask for that.
100%.
Yeah, but they're putting in stipulations like you have to force people like mask mandatory during screenings. Masks are mandatory anyways, but the one thing I've been saying, and I spoke to one of the dudes that I know that works at a theater, and I agree. Like I think they should make masks mandatory, but one of the things he said, and it's true. What are you gonna do when someone's in a dark theater and they take the mask off? What are you gonna do?
True.
Who are you gonna? Because if someone's here for a theater experience, you can't have people walking the aisles with flashlights to make sure people have their mask on.
Yeah.
So because you're gonna ruin the experience.
How does the seating work?
And like to be honest, those kids working the theaters are kids.
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect them to go confront someone in their 40s and be like,
no.
"Put your mask on, sir.
Yo, dude,
if you don't, I'll throw you out."
Bus drivers are getting stabbed and beat up in France. People are getting beat up in stores. You think these teenage kids who are getting $13 an hour to serve you popcorn are gonna risk they're gonna be like, you do you, homie, and then go right back to their concession stand and go back on their phone.
Is there did you read anything about a limit on seating?
Yes. So standard limits per theaters like they're doing. I saw the layout for like Montreal's theater for the IMAX. What they're doing is it's 2 seats together in the front, like, so 2 seats together, skip 2 seats, and then 2 seats. And then every row, it's the seat behind you is the 2 seats that are empty, and it's the seats diagonal. My issue with that though is
it's 2 and 1 and 2 and 1.
It's two space, two space, and then behind you it's space 2 space 2. My issue though is like if I'm sitting on the second seat on the right and someone's behind me, they're sitting on the first seat on the left. They're right next, like that's kitty cross, like that's diagonal.
Yeah, it should be 3 maybe.
Yeah, I would want an extra space. So that's the thing, like when I was looking at the tickets, I was like, man, if I bought tickets to this, I would buy my seat and then I'd buy a kiddie seat for the kid seat. Like I'd buy a kid seat in that seat across from where it would be closest to me just to put the extra space, because I'd be like, nah, man.
Yo, I want live feed of every theater that's open when Tenet is out, just so I can see what happens when the first person coughs in that theater. Someone's gonna choke on popcorn at some point.
Oh shit!
I want to see what the theater reaction is.
I'm up and out.
Skinny's right. Yeah, man. Skinny's right. I wouldn't want to be in the theater. I wouldn't feel comfortable.
That is great.
I
think I just play it up and just yell out, "Not COVID!"
Oh shit!
And just go back to the movie.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I don't know if I'm gonna do this Tenet screening.
Man, it really sucks because Nolan, I get that he wants people to see this movie. I don't understand why you wouldn't wait and just push the movie back. Yeah. Like, he doesn't make movies every year. It's not like he has a deadline. Like, I don't get the rush. I know that he's saying, people are saying he wants to do it because he wants to support the theaters. He knows that his movie is in high demand, so it would actually have people hit back into the theater. But that still seems like such a crazy thing to do because, like, dude, there's still a pandemic. These people are possibly still going to put themselves at risk. What, like, you guys putting a stipulation in the contract that says, like, you know, everyone has to wear a mask and essentially putting all these things to protect yourselves in case something happens seems more like, well, then just don't release it, you know?
True.
Yeah.
The same way that they're saying, like, kids shouldn't be going back to school if government officials aren't going to go back to and meet in and sit next to each other is the same way that I'm like, Nolan, kids shouldn't be in schools. Like, government officials shouldn't be sitting next to each other, and people shouldn't be in theaters. Like, recycled
is there a
air.
Stipulation in that contract that they have to release in theater first?
Probably. I don't know. So that's the thing. I never knew that was a thing that people would put, like, production houses would put in contracts when you make a film, that, like, this film has to screen in a theater. Like, I guess that makes sense, but, like,
I think pre-COVID that makes sense, but going forward, that's got to change.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be held to that if I was, like, you know, one of the things when I did the episode on my other podcast with Brandon and Mobs, one of the things
Not
I
a
was
journalist.
yeah, not a journalist. One of the things I said was I understand, like some creators just want their art to be out there.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're one of those artists and you make a movie, I would say, like, do you care if it's on a big screen or on Disney Plus or Netflix or Amazon? Like, does it matter to you? Or do you just want people to see it? And some people I've seen have said, oh, we just want people to see it. Like the dudes who did Palm Spring with Andy Samberg, they're just like, we just want people to see this movie. Because we made a good movie and we want people to see Palm Springs, so that's it. And Palm Springs,
did you guys see it?
I saw it. I liked it. It's a fun movie.
I realized I already saw it. As I said, I have to see it. I was like, wait a second. All right, it's Groundhog.
Yeah, and it's fun.
Oh, another great movie that does a great take on the Groundhog theme. We always talk about this. Always comes up every so often.
Which one? Palm Springs?
The fact that certain movies are still able to do that concept very well.
Yes.
And still make it feel original.
Yes.
Yeah. I thought Death Day comes up a lot.
Yeah.
This is one of them.
But
it's really cool. I wasn't expecting that, honestly, going in.
Me neither. I didn't think Palm Springs was going to be it. Like, Andy Samberg is funny, and they managed to do a slightly more serious movie that is actually, if you take away the comedic moments, very dark. Like, but they did a really good job with it. And it's the same, and it's, if anything, it's one of the better nods to Groundhog's Day, because Groundhog's Day is also has comedic nods to a very dark movie, because at one point Bill Murray's character just outright starts committing suicide because he's just like, I'm tired, I don't want to do this anymore. And it's like, that's dark.
True. And there was a scene in Palm Springs where she was gonna shoot him, and he's like, all right, just hold on, just place it right here so I die quickly. No, not even shoot him. There was not the scene where they were driving in the car. And she wanted to crash the car. And he takes his seatbelt off. She's like, what are you doing? He's like, trust me, it's better. The quicker you die, the better.
There's nothing worse than being in an ICU and they won't let you sleep. And I was like, damn.
Yeah, it's
dark, man.
It's dark, but it's funny.
Like, that's fucked up when you think about what he's saying. It's just like, they won't let you sleep and you're just in agony staying. And it's like, I could sleep and wake up and be perfectly fine, but I can't explain that to you.
But wait, if he was in an ICU, the concept of a Groundhog's Day type theory is that you're living the same day over and over again, right?
Yeah.
But if you were to be in the ICU and you were kept alive and time lapsed over, if you were on the 22nd and say made it into the 23rd, then you would be grateful.
So in Groundhog's Day, it automatically resets like the second he like dozes.
Midnight.
No, because remember in Groundhog's Day, there's the one where he stays with Andy McDowell. They stay up past, and then she looks at him and she's just like, "You didn't disappear," and he's just like, "It doesn't work like that. We have to actually fall asleep."
Yes. Okay,
yeah,
that's true.
Oh.
It's been a while since I've seen that, but this kind of they're touching that a little bit in a different way.
Yeah.
Shit. So
J.K. Simmons is great too, by the way.
She kills it.
Oh, but J.K. Simmons, the old dude
sorry, I thought. Yeah, I didn't hear it. Sorry. What's his name? Yeah.
Simmons from
Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah.
Or actually, J.J. John Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, true.
I think that's his better role. I don't know.
J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah.
Or what's his psychotic name from that prison show that was on HBO? Shit, I can't remember.
Oz.
Yeah. He's a monster in Oz.
Yeah, I didn't watch Oz. I'm not about to watch Oz.
I didn't really watch Oz.
Oz is
I saw like I remember seeing YouTube clips of Ade BC.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I don't know if I want to watch this.
Yeah, man.
I've seen every HBO show except for Treme and Oz.
Oh yeah, Treme. That's another one I haven't watched yet.
What is that? A musical?
That was after New Orleans, the floods and
it's from the same people that did
The Wire.
The Wire. Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's just not as good.
Yeah, that's what people were saying. It's like similar cast and everything.
When you do something like that.
Yeah, he got canceled. That's rough.
It's
all right,
tough, man, when you do something like that.
We gotta get into this Project Power Baby because we got.
You both saw it?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, Skinny, no!
What?
You had almost a week.
I know. Go ahead.
Oh, come on, man!
I'm surprised you didn't read the spec script yet.
I'm gonna go charge.
Oh, you cut out for a sec, homie.
And I'm gonna charge a lappy. I'll be back in 5. Y'all go ahead and talk about.
He's gonna read the script.
You can stay here, man. You can stay here.
I don't mind.
Okay.
Spoil it.
So we're gonna try our best not to spoil too much.
Oh damn!
In terms of
Okay.
like the ending and stuff like that, we're not gonna.
Everybody dies.
But yo, when this movie started, and I saw
shit!
this
It
guy,
only has a 6 on 10.
What?
Oh.
It only has a 6 on 10 on IMDb.
Yeah, so I've been seeing mixed reviews, unfortunately.
Really? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll let you continue what you were about to say.
For an original idea, it deserves way more credit than people are giving it. 100%.
Yeah, I would think so.
B, so when this movie starts, it's kind of like you're at the docks, and it starts with like this dealer coming out of the back of his truck and saying, "Here, I'm giving you product for free to push in the streets."
Yeah,
whatever it you make of it, you make of it. We just want our product out there, and everyone that he's giving it to, the drug dealers, including Mr. Coulson himself, MGK is in this.
Oh boy.
He goes, "What's the catch?" And the drug dealer, I honestly thought that was Ethan Hawke.
The dude
with the beard.
Oh no, that's the dude from Westworld. That's funny.
I know, but he looked like Ethan Hawke, but then the voice, I was like, is he putting on a voice? And it really only took me like 20 minutes in, like 3 scenes later when he came in, I was like, oh, that's clearly not Ethan Hawke. But I just thought he was putting on like
Rodrigo Santoro.
Yeah. I think for an original idea ish, because it's kind of like Limitless,
yeah,
in a sense, right, with the pill that gives you the power for a certain period of time.
Yeah.
The great thing about this is you don't know what your power you're gonna get if you take the pill.
Yeah.
Also, you have 5 minutes and you can OD, and you could also blow up on one dose.
Yo, dude, I found it crazy that if you get a pyro power like Johnny Storm, it destroys your body. I was like, why would you ever take the drug? Like, or even Biggie, like Rodrigo, the dealer you're talking about. Like when you see that transformation and you realize, because from the first time you see him in the movie, I didn't notice anything weird when he was opening the cases about his skin. So I was just like, oh, okay. But then later on when you see him, he's all deformed. And I'm like, well, dude, if you know the drug can cause deformities and stuff like that, it's like, why risk it?
The power is temporary, but the effects of the power you get are permanent.
Yeah, that's
so crazy. If you are a pyro and you turn into a full-on flame, it's legit burning you.
Yeah, like
that's crazy.
It's destroying your skin. Like,
wait, quick question.
Yeah,
there was still some logic that didn't make sense. If that's the case, why did it come back mostly normal and still only have scars?
I know. I don't. Yeah, there was some stuff that they kind of. I don't understand, because same thing, like Biggie and the other guy, the flame guy, because I don't want to say who gets the flame power, but Biggie and the person who goes in flame, both of them, the left side is the side that gets damaged. And I was wondering if, like, is it because that's where your heart is? It pumps more. Like, I was trying to figure out, I was like, is there going to be a hint to explain possibly? But then, like we saw later on, the frozen girl, it didn't spread more on one side for her. It seemed to spread evenly.
Everywhere. That was a little iffy there, because the moment he retransformed back when Jamie Foxx's character came to like hunt, because he's hunting down the source of the power pill. So when he meets the fire guy transforms. I was like, oh, his full thing should be like burnt off.
Based on how he burns, it's like why is that?
And then they show his. So there are, like, we're nitpicking right now. I think. There are some things you kind of have to like suspend disbelief over, because I think they spent their money and their time on other things. The gist of the story is Jamie Foxx is trying to find a dealer of this power pill.
Yeah.
You kind of find out pretty early. This is not a spoiler, but he's trying to find his daughter.
Yeah, because that's in the trailer.
Yeah, and his daughter apparently was taken for some purpose. But I mean, if you watch a lot of these things right off the bat, you know why.
Yeah.
You know that his daughter is the source that they're using to. Again, not a spoiler, guys. I'm just telling you that this is pretty straightforward in the movie. His daughter is the source they're using. They're using her blood, her DNA to put in this pill for people to take. Is there an addictive property of these pills?
I think people get addicted to the power, not necessarily to the pill. Like, you get addicted to the idea that you can have this power. Like,
okay.
The homeboy who is not bulletproof, but comes back from the dead, for example. I'd be popping that pill once an hour. just to be like, why not? You know what
Yo,
I mean?
it's
Like,
that's a sick one.
yeah, that was crazy. I was like,
Yeah.
wait, that's just because that's the other thing. Like you were saying, you don't know what power you're gonna get. You can OD, like, you know. So when you try the pill for the first time, if you're one of the lucky ones who gets a power that is essentially
It's useful.
yeah, immortality almost. Like,
yeah, how did he
well, remember
find that out?
It only right exactly the first time he probably took the pill and nothing
Like,
happened.
nothing's happening.
He's just like, what the hell? And then, you know,
takes a knife and stabs himself.
Exactly.
Let me see if I'm invincible.
Yeah, am I bulletproof? Am I this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I guess I am. Cool story, bro. Let's continue. Like, same thing with Gordon Levitt.
Joseph Gordon, exactly.
Like, how did he find out the first time that his power was invulnerability? Like, because like,
but here's the thing: it's invulnerability, but he still can get concussions.
Yes,
like, it's not like Luke Cage where it bounces off.
Yeah,
like it hits him and it hurts.
Yeah,
like
the
he
force.
Gets a concussion if it's a shot to the head, but it just doesn't pierce or penetrate. But he has like blood vessels broken bones.
His eyes.
So that was. I mean,
yeah. The pills don't necessarily sound like if I was given the option to have a power, I don't think I would want to take the pill because the powers aren't your classic superhero powers the way we've been shown.
They're based off of animals.
Yeah, yes, that's true. Yes, that was important. What? The powers are based off of animals. Like the guy the fire guy and the ice girl is thermodynamics. Yeah, and then the invulnerability, like the armor is the armadillo for Levitts. I don't know. I guess the guy who's immortal, or not immortal, but invincible, is the regeneration of the lizard, I guess. But that
possibly
that one doesn't really make sense. There's no animal in the wild that you could like shoot up and it just pushes out the bullets.
Comes back to life.
Yeah, but I guess like you said, suspension of disbelief. Because if there's an animal out there like the
frog that breaks its bones and uses it as weapons, and then that one guy who can do that was cool.
The Wolverine frog, that was such a nod to Wolverine.
Wait, hold on, but he would break his bones?
Yeah, the bones break and pop out.
There's a frog in nature that can break its own bones and stick it out and use it as weapons.
Yeah, which is
so there's a guy in the movie who can do that, literally slice out his bones and use them as he has like Wolverine like claws
that pop out of his elbows.
Great, but didn't you guys say that damage is permanent? So what the fuck is he doing in 5 minutes?
Well, okay, that's the thing. We don't know if it's permanent. Like some people seem to like it pulls back and it never leaves you exactly the same. But it's not like he doesn't necessarily have like holes in his elbow.
No, so I think genetics, like again, I don't know if there are things that are cut out of the movie that would fully explain the things we have questions about.
Yeah,
it's possible because those things get left on the cutting room floor and they're like, they'll figure it out kind of situation. I think some people are just stronger and more what's the word?
Durable.
Yeah, like their body can sustain that kind of damage and regenerate faster than others. You know, so
there's definitely an aspect of like people's bodies react better or worse. Yeah.
Yeah, and actually, same goes for any drug, really, because you can take MDMA for the first time and die, or take it many times and be okay. Right?
That is Jesus Christ! I didn't know that about MDMA.
It's true.
Note to
if
self.
Your heart's weak, there's a lot of health factors that go into.
Note to self.
Do your research, kids.
Continue
it's one
to
of the
never do
safer
drugs.
ones out there, but still.
Noted.
Yeah. But yes, I agree with Skinny's face of like this some bullshit with how they gotta decide which power does what. It is true that when you're watching the movie, you're in the moment, but when you look back at it, you're like, that doesn't really seem fair that this guy's body does this to him, but that guy's body didn't do anything when he got his power. And then there was some stuff that was a little obvious, like the homeboy who always plays the strong guy in every movie had super strength. And I was just like,
and he's already huge, and he takes the pill, and it just makes him juggernaut.
Yeah,
he's legit just going through walls and doors like it's nothing.
I was like, okay, like it would have been funnier if they'd used a really small person, and given that person super strength, and then that guy like punches a wall. You're like, oh shit, like that's amazing. But whatever.
Yeah, but you can tell the moment they show someone, I'm like, oh, he has a cool power.
Yes.
Like even the frog guy, I was like, oh, he's about to do something.
Exactly. The frog guy was already acting like a ninja, and then
he's like spinning and jumping already. I was like, okay, cool, all right.
Like you're gonna give the parkour. Yeah, that's the other thing. The parkour guy who's already able to jump, you give him frog-like jumping ability and claws. It's like.
But do you think that's what it is? Do you think the pill just goes what you're naturally gifted at,
interesting,
and it enhances that depending on whatever animal DNA strain is in that?
Yeah,
it seems like all animal DNA strains are in that pill, your body composition and genetics determines which one it latches onto.
How do you make sense of the fire again?
Huh?
How do you make sense of fire and ice?
It's thermogenetics.
Yeah.
Sorry,
dynamic. So, I don't know. Yeah, but some animals that can adjust their temperature.
Thermal regulation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry,
They can regulate their body temperature depending on, I don't know, whatever they're cold-blooded or whatever it is. Yeah. So I don't know how that aligns with a human being, but he was wearing a jacket in the scene, so I'm assuming he's someone who likes to keep warm.
That's funny.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm sure there's an explanation for a lot of these things, and I actually want to see like deleted scenes and like find out more information. But for what it was for a Netflix movie, the budget, the CGI, everything was well done. It was a fun watch. I enjoyed Jamie Foxx in this role. He was actually a lot darker than I've seen him in a while.
Yeah.
Which was kind of cool.
Yeah. He's like a broken person who's like having, like, he has lapses where he doesn't know where he is and falls into like fugue states. And you're like, oh, this is kind of scary. You're driving a truck right now. Maybe.
Yeah. He's driving, but he's not present. He's in his mind in driving.
Yeah. Somewhere else.
Like he's reliving a memory.
And it's, it's scary, man. Like that scene, I remember thinking, like, I would not want to be in the car with him right now.
Like, what you think of Dominique
Fishbank or Fishback? Or
whatever? I forget her name. I should know her name. She was actually, I thought she was.
Yeah, amazing. She's very good. Yeah, Dominique Fishback, Robin. She's very good. Good actress. Good energy. I like the whole like living in her head. Some of those moments I actually wanted to be real. Like when she goes for the teacher, I was like, yes. And then I was like, oh, damn it.
I was so disappointed.
I know. I was so excited.
I was so disappointed. Yeah. I was sitting there watching this with Paige and I was like, yo, this is sick. Okay.
Dude.
Rewind. The beginning, that freestyle at the beginning, I was like, yo, okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of bumping, you know? Yeah. And then I rewatched that twice. And that scene, I was like, yo, I can't believe, this is sick. And then it was like, she just was dreaming it. Or I was like,
But I like the scene where her and Jamie and Jamie just throws her, or Art, sorry, his character's name is Art's throwing Robin words and she's freestyling with the words. And I was like, yo, this is some, like, I know these
I was expecting corny. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But like, it was actually legit. I was like, oh, crap.
I'm wondering
who wrote this?
I wonder if they got a ghostwriter or if
it was Chica, the rapper.
Oh, yeah?
She wrote all the raps.
Cool.
She wrote the
I
sound.
was wondering.
Yeah, this is.
Because those were good. That was cool.
Let me get her name right, though, just so I don't... Chica. Chika.
Yeah, I respect that. Because that element added to how natural it felt to have these characters in New Orleans dealing with this shit and, like, rapping and, like, the whole energy of those scenes were good. The other person who stole the scenes, Robin's mom. Shout outs to Robin's mom. Her scenes were funny. I thought, like, you know, like like even her reactions, the reaction at the end when she sees Robin bring the thing in and she like smiles and then like gives her a big hug. I was like, okay, I like what we're doing here.
She's like, all right, cool.
Yeah,
everything's solved. You're not in trouble anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
And we can keep this money.
Cool. Yeah, cool. We're good.
Yeah, she was good. The scene with her and JGL where he comes out of the washroom, that was hilarious too. The way she was playing along with it, she was just super down. It was cool.
My god, when she's like popping up from behind him in front of the camera, like, no, they didn't. They didn't show me no badge. Exactly,
so
officer.
The whole thing we're talking about here is that there's a whole conspiracy at hand. There's a whole secret organization trying to get this drug out there, and they'll do anything to make sure that no one gets in the way. So they were kind of like trying to find the girl and Jamie Foxx, but they couldn't find him, so they went to go find her mom at their house.
Yeah,
and that's where Joseph Gordon-Levitt goes in and tries to rescue the mom, and that whole scene was hilarious. That even worked. But anyway.
Did you? Oh, I can't really discuss that without spoiling something. Anyways, you know what? People check it out. Once again, my boy Courtney B. Vance in another movie. Courtney's out here, man. This man is married to Angela Bassett and has like a success rate when it comes to movie and television that's like 100. Like, he might not be the most famous actor in the world, but Courtney B. Vance is going to have one of the most beautiful legacies in Hollywood. And has one of the most beautiful.
They didn't really button up that situation, though, did they?
No, which I'm guessing is going to come into if we have a sequel.
A sequel?
Yeah. Because they...
Interesting.
I mean...
They left the whole thing...
Yeah.
They left that part of, like, unveiling who was truly... involved out of the movie. So, I don't know. I felt like that didn't really get buttoned up.
No, you're right. They didn't. Like, they bring it up. They... Art's character starts talking to... Frank, which is JGL's character, about it, but they never close that. They just kind of move past it. And, you know, the way it ends, you're kind of just like, well, this definitely has to come back into play because this entire town was affected by this. All these people now have to be investigated. Like, there's a whole thing that has to be done on multiple levels in government and, you know, community-wise. So...
multiple levels.
Also, they reference the fact that it's happened in other cities before. So, sorry, Skinny.
Exactly.
I want to check it out. And if you're saying that they reference it happening in other cities, then that means they might go to other cities in the next one, which will probably be a next
thing
one.
You did, but in other cities with different characters and how that affected them.
Yeah,
you could have like 6-7 movies out of this.
Yeah. I'd be down for that. I thought like a whole Project Power universe.
Yeah.
And then like
that's dope.
I mean,
and then they all come together in the final movie. Like, let's take them all down now. That'd be great, like Avengers stuff.
That'd be dope. That'd be really interesting.
Yeah. That's dope. Yeah, like I said, for an original idea on Netflix killing it. Netflix super dope. I loved it. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 because of that fact.
Oh damn. Okay.
Yeah. Not a 6, man. A 6 is
no. Yeah, you're right. I find 6 low. I'd like 7.5 to 8. I'm on the same page with you. Yeah. Speaking of superhero stuff, I would say. Geek news and rumors. Jensen Ackles is joining The Boys season 3. Speaking of superhero stuff.
Jensen, when's season 2 coming out?
Like any minute, September 4th, I think.
Oh, okay.
It's like 2 weeks.
Already making season 3 announcements.
Yo, thank you. That's what I thought. I thought that was big. I was just like, I mean, did you guys get re-signed? Did they announce that season 2 and 3?
Yeah, they said it was renewed for a 3rd season.
Okay, yeah, that's big. I mean, and I'm excited. He's going to be playing Soldier Boy, who it sounds like is Captain America from what the description was. I haven't read that character in the comic book. I never got that far, so I like him. I mean, I've always wanted Ackles to be in like maybe MCU, maybe cast as like a Booster Gold type character, but he's not as comedic. But I could see him being a good DC character.
I think he could be Havoc.
Who?
He could be Havoc.
Jensen?
Yeah, man.
To who has Cyclops though?
Yeah.
Like you're aging them up in that case.
Yeah. He's old. He's like 40, bro.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah,
sure.
He's quite a bit older.
He's been on Supernatural for like 30 seasons at least.
Like 15, right? Yo, can you imagine?
I'm thinking it was like season 2 Supernatural, not him now. Okay, hold up.
Did you see his Instagram post about why you think about that? When he posted about him getting the role?
Yeah, the kind of like weird in his own head thing. Then the comic is thrown at him. I was like, what is happening? Like, why? Just
so odd.
Just do like John Barenthal, just reading the comic and we get it. Like, just read. Like, why you got to do this weird shit? I don't understand these kids, but whatever.
You think they're gonna recast John Barenthal?
Punisher, MCU? Yeah, they're gonna.
If Punisher is ever in the MCU, they're gonna need someone a little less intense.
True. Yeah, he's right. Yeah, you can't make Disney movies with someone like Barenthal.
Barenthal's a psycho. That's his role. Like that's what he does.
No, that's the problem.
Yeah. Like think about Tony. Think about like Tony and Ant-Man, and then think about Barenthal's Punisher.
He's not kid friendly at all. No. But you know what's what we're saying right now though is if you go back to Civil War in the comic books, Punisher was like trashed on by everyone.
Yeah.
He was like, they're like, we don't even want this guy. He's like, so it might work.
The only reason they accepted him at one point is because he saves Peter.
Yeah.
And that was the only reason. They didn't like, no one wanted him because he's too violent and aggressive.
Yeah, legit said that. Huh?
I think they'll bring him back.
To MCU?
I think very not likely that he comes back.
Dude,
not likely that he doesn't come back, but I don't see anyone being a Punisher. Just like
I don't think Punisher fits in the MCU.
He'll fit. He'll fit.
In what storyline in the MCU? Think about what we've gotten so far, MCU villain wise, also, and anti-hero wise.
Yeah.
We're gonna call Winter Soldier an anti-hero.
But you know what? Okay, I'll say this to Skinny's point. If you're gonna bring Wolverine in and do Wolverine right, you should be able to bring in Punisher. Because if you're
pretty right, they have
you're not gonna do Wolverine right. They're gonna bring in a Wolverine along the same lines as the original Wolverine.
Yeah, but that's not Wolverine. That was an okay Wolverine. Don't get me wrong. Hugh Jackman and Logan, though, that was the Wolverine I want. The guy who's rated R, mad, more aggressive, slices somebody's leg open at the beginning of the movie. Like, if you're going to do Wolverine, I want that Wolverine in the MCU.
Can you weave rated R in the PG universe?
That's the problem. That's the problem.
Because Avengers will be your G-rated PG-13, and then X-Men movies are just going to be like MA-16. That's it.
But then what? Are they ever going to encounter each other?
Of course, in Secret Wars, and then that's it.
But I see what Toby's saying, because at the end of the day, Disney's going to be like, yeah, but we're not going to make as much money. Yeah,
that's two different tones. It's tough. Like they have a wide range and of characters and stories they can tell, but they really do have to consider the kind of box they've put themselves in as a company.
But they already did a movie where like wild people died and the villain won. Yes, it was still
PG. There's no blood.
PG in the way he won. Yes, you're right. So I don't know how. Like they'll literally will have to have someone come and like one up Thanos and be like, okay, this is where we're at now. Like, you know how every couple of years, sorry, Brian, I know you hate the reference. You know how every couple of years wrestling will go from PG and then back to PG-14 because it evolves with the children.
Oh, I don't hate that. That's accurate to me. That sounds right.
But like every couple of years,
Disney ever evolved with the children or stayed forever kids though?
That's the problem. Disney itself. See, Fox grew.
Yeah.
Fox is the place where you could grow, and Sony, yes.
But we have to remember, this is Disney, but it's not Disney. It's Marvel.
Yeah, but Marvel's gonna have Kevin Feige would have a hard time. I know they trust him, but you'd have to like really convince Homeboy to go rated R for a movie.
I guess because they already did pull out for Doctor Strange's shit, so we'll see.
Yeah, because Doctor Strange was supposed to be darker, right? And like they were almost on a rated R for Doctor Strange because he was gonna go into multiverse and it was gonna get like real hectic. Yeah.
But they have Sam Raimi, who made Evil Dead.
Yeah. That's the thing, man. Like, that's the problem. I mean, it's not a problem. It's a good thing. But when you have movies like, Guardians of the Galaxy, that's your PG-13 movie. But then you have movies like Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier could have been rated R if they stepped it up just a little bit. Like, that's on the verge of rated R. You have people being blown up. You have people being shot. You have people being killed. Like, they weren't holding back as much. Like, even Black Panther is great, but like you have someone getting a headshot point blank between the eyes. Like, that's not really for kids. But then you have, laser space guns. Sorry. No, go ahead, man.
I was saying rated R standards have gone up drastically since we were kids. So like everything that you're saying to us, because we grew up back then, should be rated R.
Yeah.
But now is really just PG-13. Because we literally watched The Walking Dead.
Yeah, that's fair.
I almost want to go on the limb and say it was far more okay back then than it is now.
It was, but then there was that weird period where they like I always say, pendulum swung, right? So there's that moment where they realize like, oh, we shouldn't have counted Ski School with nudity as PG-13 back when we did. We shouldn't have counted this RoboCop movie as this. We shouldn't have counted this other movie where someone gets blown up.
Wait, was RoboCop not rated R?
I don't know. I was just giving it as an example.
Okay, because if that wasn't rated R, I don't know.
But like,
dude, that first RoboCop where the guy gets shot up with like 1,000 bullets in the warehouse.
I think
as
it
the
might have
first.
been. I don't think it was rated R. Honestly, I think it really was. I don't know.
Oh, you literally see limbs blowing off. And,
hold on.
Dude, the
no way.
man, like parents.
Well, then that proves my point of it was more accepted back then if it was not rated R.
Oh, whoops!
RoboCop movie rating.
Yeah,
rated R.
I thought RoboCop was rated R.
Let's see,
but I'm not sure.
I think it was in the States rated R, but here PG-13.
Okay.
Yeah, Canada and Quebec
originally rated X.
Oh, Jesus.
And then eventually given rated R.
Oh my God.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Oh shit.
For that scene that I can't watch.
Jeez.
Damn, rated X?
Yeah.
X.
11 original rated X ratings before eventually given a rated R. That's crazy. What does X mean?
Okay,
X
but here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Nah, bro.
RoboCop 3 is PG-13. So
okay, that's the thing with RoboCop.
Yeah.
After the sequel, after the second one was a little more like toned down, and then the third one was just a full on like they're trying to sell toys or something. Because he has like wings now, he has like attachments, he can change up into a black. It was very kid friendly.
You remember those movies, man? Wow.
But
you remember those movies? I do not.
It was 1993-ish. It's not 95. It's not bad. It's not that long ago, right? 20 years? It's not that long.
95. RoboCop 1 came out in 87.
87, yeah. And then I think second was 93, and then third was probably a couple
No,
years after
it's 90 and then 93. Yeah.
90, okay, there you go. So.
That's weird to me, though, that you do 2 rated R and then do PG-13.
Yeah.
Because then by the time you get to the third one,
I think they wanted more money, and they also just probably wanted to sell. There's probably some toys they were selling then. It has to be.
Yeah.
Because I remember clearly going like, this is the battle for Chicago. And it's just like the underground versus with the police versus the corporation, and RoboCop is working with the people underground. Now he's not. It was very campy.
Yeah.
Very campy.
Meanwhile, you have Starship Troopers rated R. Well, it had a lot of nudity.
Yeah. No. Starship Troopers doesn't have that rated.
Yeah.
You have guys freaking getting decapitated by ants and.
But that's it. I'm just thinking, when I was a kid, a lot of those movies didn't seem like rated R, right? Like we saw, like, what year did Starship Trooper come out that I remember seeing it? It came out in 97. How old am I in 97? 14.
12?
I was 12.
I'm 14. Well, how did I see Starship Trooper in theaters if it's rated R?
I saw it a couple years after it came out on pay-per-view.
I saw it in theaters, and I was
in Canada. If it was PG-13 or rated R, in Canada it was PG-13.
You think?
Dude, we're super slack.
I know, yeah. I know Quebec was super slack because I've seen how the ratings in Quebec compared to other places, and I'm like, God damn, Quebec.
So everything is rated. If it's rated R in the States, that movie's guaranteed PG-13.
Yeah, because I remember seeing Starship Trooper in theaters, and like it was just I saw it.
Dude,
okay, hold on here. Let me. Oh my gosh, yeah, Quebec is something else.
Dude, they swore in Transformers, and it was PG. It was rated B.
Canada 18A.
Okay.
Home video rating.
Yeah.
Canada R is Ontario, Manitoba. Canada 14, Nova Scotia. and 13, Quebec, bro.
13. See, there you go. That's why I was 14. That's why I got to see it. That's messed up. That is messed up.
Yep.
That's so crazy.
Quebec, he's so crazy.
Quebec
That's why it was so easy to press order on pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Jeez.
We should.
I gotta go back and see the ratings from some of the movies that I thought were like, wow, that's crazy.
Yo, go check Lethal Weapon 2 or any of them back in the day.
God damn.
Jeez.
What else do we have? Geek news. We didn't even start geek news. This is something we predicted from Jump. DC Universe original series are all moving to HBO Max. We said it. We said it.
Yeah, we did. It just makes sense. Why have all your properties on 3 different platforms? It just doesn't make sense.
Dude,
you got to close one or remove, but then you just created a new partnership with HBO Max.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it didn't make sense. They probably didn't have the tech to sustain their own platform, which is what people do sometimes. It's either you buy into another company or you acquire a company that can actually make it work for you.
Yeah. I just think it's crazy because, like, Stargirl, for example, season 1, DC Universe original series, rebroadcast on CW the next day. Season 2, exclusively CW. It wasn't going to come back to DC so it means it's not going to be on HBO Max.
No.
Which is funny because it's just like if you watched it originally, if you weren't watching it on the CW, where do you watch it now? Like, where do you end
My problem is the fact that they've already connected everything.
Yeah.
They connected everything.
Like even Titans.
Infinite Crisis bullshit.
Yeah.
So, anyway, it's a wait and see approach with WB. I don't even know what to say to this. I have
Not only that, are they going to have the same budget?
Oh, interesting. It depends on if Warner likes them.
No, I'm talking about for Stargirl.
Oh, probably not.
Oh, yeah. No, I think it will. I don't think you could drop the quality of a show like this, man. They could, but it would be a huge. It's the reason people are watching is because they're pleasantly surprised that it looks so good.
They dropped the quality for Supergirl, but that was CBS to CW, so I guess that one's a big drop.
Supergirl had no quality to begin with anyway.
Damn.
Nope, not one bit. Shouldn't happen.
I like the character. Actually, in the comic books, I like the character. I liked her first appearance. I liked her helping out Clark the way she does, and the different way of she has the same powers but doesn't see it the same as Clark does. Yeah. He's so jaded, she's not. Right?
Yeah.
But this I don't like campy takes on superheroes. No, I have a really huge issue with it.
We're so lucky that we didn't have Batman 66 as our original Batman, because my God,
every time I saw that on TV as a kid, I almost wanted to throw up. I couldn't
believe what do you mean?
It was allowed.
Oh shit!
That was my kid. I love that show.
Yeah, climbing the walls, where they just
love that show.
Continuing
R.I.P.
with
R.I.P. to a legend.
Yeah. I mean, they did pave the way. We're not gonna hate on it was just campy though for what it was. Continuing with Warner Brothers though, Warner Brothers, who owns Crunchyroll, wants to sell Crunchyroll they're asking for 1 billion to 1.5 billion. I didn't know Warner owned Crunchyroll.
Neither did I. That's a big platform.
Yeah, it's weird to me if I owned Crunchyroll and I'm doing as well as I'm doing with this new HBO Max, I would merge that shit, man. Just get everybody
anime has had such a resurgence in the past decade.
Yeah, bundle that shit, dude. Why would you have the kids who like anime, you have the people who like HBO Max, your household, your parents, you have HBO Max, the kids want to watch some of the animes, hell, the dad wants to watch some of the animes, who cares? But bundle it, man. Same way Disney's doing with the ESPN and the Hulu and Disney in the States, where they're giving you that bundle option. Do the same thing. But I read the article, they're trying to sell stuff, they're trying to make themselves a little leaner. I guess so. Crunchyroll isn't in the.
God of High School. God of High School is a Crunchyroll original, though.
Yeah, and it's good. And it seems like a weird time to start. It was that and something else where their most viewed shows premieres.
Tower of God.
Yeah, that seems big to me. And it seems weird that you're just well, you know what? You're doing well. Let's get rid of you now. But at the same time, that is the time to sell, right? If something looks good, it's oh, this looks good. I can try and sell it for more. So I get that.
That's true.
But still, I think that's
$1 billion. It must be.
Yo, nothing sells for cheap anymore, my friend. $1 billion for Crunchyroll. You remember when wasn't Crunchyroll the one that started off as a bootleg site?
Yes, sure.
Yeah. Yo, man, how do you start off as a bootleg and then you get valued at $1.5 billion? God damn, man. That shit's impressive. It is. I mean, kudos. Hopefully, supposedly Sony is the one looking at them. Sony's.
No, why Sony? Sony tried to buy Funimation. Didn't they?
Oh, I don't know. Whoa.
I think they did. Yeah, they.
Funimation and Crunchyroll previously had a deal to cross-license content under which Crunchyroll had offered subtitle versions and Funimation provided dub versions of the same show. But Sony, which bought Funimation in 2017, ended the deal in 2018. Yeah. Funimation is now an independently operated joint venture between Sony Pictures Entertainment and Japan's Aniplex, a subsidiary of Sony Music Entertainment. So Sony...
So technically...
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why you own it. So it's a joint venture between Sony Pictures and Japan's Aniplex, which is a subsidiary of Sony Music Entertainment.
I'm confused by this.
So we own it.
I guess if they still have it. It makes sense that they want Crunchyroll too. Then
we own it 50% on this side and 50% through a subsidiary on the other side. Why?
So weird.
Yeah,
a tax move.
I get
it. Be a tax.
But if Sony does end up with Crunchyroll, they essentially run the anime game, and I think that's one of the reasons I wouldn't, because all that stuff is going to end up fueling movies in the next couple of years. My Hero Academia, dude, My Hero Academia is going to be a movie soon. It's going to be a movie one day. I'm telling you. My Hero Academia is essentially already another version of Marvel. It's 80. It's a world where 80% of the kids have superpowers. Most people go to school. Like it's a coming of age story for a kid who doesn't have superpowers but gets them. It's gonna be a movie. They're gonna make it.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm just still.
Yeah.
They better blow me out the water with this one. I'm
Sure.
still like reeling from watching Dragon Ball.
Yeah, but I mean, God forbid that they do anything that looks that bad.
Nah, don't do Dragon Ball. Start small and like y'all try and do Ronin Warriors or something we forgot and don't care about, and then come for Dragon Ball. Then do My Hero Academia. Like start small.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think starting small would be doing
Inuyasha.
No.
Naruto.
Escaflowne. Oh, Naruto.
I think Naruto
Starting small.
Naruto would be small in terms of like the power sets.
Yeah.
And like the stories and it's a much smaller, less aggressive.
You know what? I could even one step smaller than you. Hunter x Hunter.
Hunter x Hunter is even smaller.
Smaller. It's just
so much more.
Yeah, it's kids who don't even know about power until like the second season. Like they didn't even know anything. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
I'd say Death Note, but they already bludgeoned that.
Oh my God, they messed that up so bad.
Which one?
Death Note.
Death Note.
Yeah, they killed Death Note. Oh yeah.
What else do we have?
Trying to do Gantz? Are they still trying to do Gantz?
Oh, that I don't know.
Ganto? I think so.
As a live action?
Wasn't there like?
There was a live action, but it was like Japanese.
Oh, no, it wasn't live action. It was like this weird mix of like anime. It was kind of live-ish, but is that what I'm remembering? That was recent, right? Ganto?
I haven't seen that one. What else do we have? Super quick. We have Patriot Act canceled by Netflix.
Why'd they do that?
Hassan Minaj is out. I don't know. You know what? I was making the joke to one of my friends. You can never have too many people of color doing late night shows because Larry Wilmore got his show back. Well, he got a show. He's coming back on whatchamacallit? Peacock, NBC's streaming app. He's going to have like a weekly show. And then all of a sudden Hassan got canceled. And I was like, damn, dude. Those two would have been so cool to have at the same time. Like, just the fact that they like the energy is different, the style is different, but they're both going to be bringing up the subjects that are important to communities. And I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
know. I'm not actually saying that's why they got canceled, but I mean, it sucks that they got canceled. I think it sucks.
Yeah, that's a dumb move. They always tend to do that. What should I like?
Yeah. 6 seasons, man. He did a good job. But I was gonna say, Wilmore, who went into podcasting after that and now got his show back, let Hassan go into podcasting. Hassan Minaj could do some pretty seriously good to podcasts. He has the energy. He has the conversation. He has the presentation. He could just do a podcast, and still cover the same stuff. And I think he would do well.
You know what show needs to come back?
Which one?
Shit. It was Actually, continue. I'll come back to it.
Last thing we have on the dockets, Will Smith and Kevin Hart to tackle John Hughes' Plane, Trains, and Automobiles in a remake. Mistake. Don't do it.
Why did they do that?
I don't know.
Why couldn't they have picked? Why did they have to do a remake for the first movie together?
Thank you. You have Will Smith and Kevin Hart. You're telling me no one could write them a dope ass fucking story? They're gonna remake something that was John Candy? Why? Why would you try and remake John Hughes and a John Candy? Like, dude, that just seems
so. They're pretty much gonna be the John Candy and Steve Martin.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I don't see why you would want to do that. John Candy does such an amazing performance. People to this day say it's one of the best performances. Steve Martin, hilarious, great straight man. And then you're going to have Will Smith and Kevin Hart.
I don't know.
Kevin Hart.
This might be, speaking of cars and trains, and this might be the wrong vehicle for them to use
Yeah.
their first appearance together.
Yo.
That might have to be the title. The wrong vehicle.
Wrong vehicle.
Crazy.
Wrong vehicle.
Yeah, no, that's not a good idea. And it was Master of None, by the way. That needs to come back.
Wait, which one's Master
I
of
think
None?
Aziz really took a mental hit from his scandal.
Yeah.
Sorry, you were gonna say, Doc?
Yeah. No. He's right. Yeah, Master of None was a good show, and yeah, it sucks that he got canceled, quote unquote. I mean that starts a whole other conversation that we probably shouldn't start now because it's the end of the show. But I definitely don't think what Aziz did is the same compared to what Louis C.K. did, for example. And the fact that it all got lumped together to me seemed like kind of a weird decision. And I think, but I think the way Aziz handled it was smart.
He deserves a comeback.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I think he was just like, you know what? I'm just going to keep my head down. That's it. Yeah, pretty much. What about Sailor Moon? As a live action? Yeah. I don't know if that's a good idea, man.
DJ says Sailor Moon.
Then no.
So don't leave that alone. In 2016, it was like animated.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Sailor Moon to me seems. 3D. I've never checked out Gantz. I know. Dave was saying, what did Dave bring him up in? Oh, our That's Canon episode one time. He had him as one of the characters.
Bro, what up?
In the what's the game that we used to play?
Yeah, who was one of the characters?
What's the game we used to play where we put people in the pit? Yeah, no, yes, Judgment Call. No, not Judgment Call. Not
Judgment Call?
We've
lost you.
Oh shit.
I think he can still hear us. We just can't hear him.
Yeah, I can still hear you guys.
Tis a sign.
No, I can still hear you guys, and you guys are talking. It's just unfortunately frozen.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, it's
okay.
Well, if anything, that's just a sign that it's the end of the show. Yeah.
Okay, I feel like we're like stuck in a vortex.
Damn.
Yeah.
Can you hear us now?
Yeah.
There's a bit of a delay.
Yeah.
He can always hear us, but we can't hear
it just
him,
sucks.
So we seem crazy.
Anything you guys want to say before the sign off?
I love it.
Anything you guys want to say before the sign off?
Agreed.
Really, yes.
You might as well close it out.
It's so unfortunate that this happened at the end. But yeah, that's the But that's the end of the show, kids. Pretty much.
Don't say stupid things on Twitter, and Rat Beef is dumb.
Yeah. It does end the way we